Hey everyone, how are you doing? Thank you very much for engaging with my post on some really, frankly, not very good approaches, which I get all the time because I'm quite active on the LinkedIn platform, and I'm sure you do too. So, what I thought would be good, and this is what I do for a living, is to provide like an explainer video to go alongside the document that you're big pardon that you've either just downloaded or are about to download. And I thought that might be just to explain. It should be obvious, but I just thought I'd explain this. So, first thing I'm going to ask you to do is if you could just hit like, make a comment on this. This will really help. This is for free. I don't do that much for free, but it would be really help me get the message out if you don't mind. So that would be really, really helpful. Okay, right. So I'm going to speak really quickly so you can play this back a little bit slower or whatever when we go. But I'm going to share screen just now, and then you should have on your screen. Your screen sharing this. Okay, that's a new feature in Zoom. Okay, that's good. Okay, so LinkedIn intros that work. So the first thing is you're going to receive this document. That you're going to download this document, and it's about 3 pages long. And what I've done is I've given you my 10 sort of top LinkedIn introductions, and then there's a couple of bonus follow-up messages. I'll come to that in just a second. Okay, so right, so and there's the link. You'll already have that. Okay, so they're in no particular order. These are just stuff that I kind of use. So there's not a best one and a worst one. They all have worked for me, and I've used them all in the last 4 5 weeks, something like that. Different events that I've been to, or different people that I've engaged in. Now, the principle, so the words might change, and they need to be authentic to you. So, if I've used a word that you wouldn't use in a million years, don't use it. Use something that's authentic to you, that's your language, and that's absolutely fine. So, here on intro one, I've got, so first of all, there are some the principles that you must stick to in order to maximize your chance of them accepting your request. First of all, it's got to be personalized. So first name, in the Western Hemisphere at least. So it would be, hey, first name, and then a context why you're sending the LinkedIn request. So this was someone that had engaged with one of my posts. They're in my ideal customer profile. There's someone that I think I can work with, or they're pretty close to my ideal customer profile. So so there's a context, and Misty responded to cold calls at the weekend. I can't remember exactly what she said, but it was quite funny. So I put an emoticon or whatever they're called on there. Then I've put something. I noticed that she's she's overseas in Dallas. So happens I used to work for a company called EDS, and I was based in Plano, which is just outside of Dallas in Texas. Great memories. So personalized context, some warm feelings, and then a nice sign off. Hope 2023. That's when you're watching this. It has been good to you so far. Best, Keith. Now, the important thing is that it's less than 300 characters. So if I highlight that and go to review and word count, it is going to tell me, yeah, here we go. So characters with spaces, 207. So I've got more space if I need it, but frankly, short and sweet. What my primary objective is that this person, Misty in this case, accepts the connection request, and then when she accepts, then messaging is unlimited, theoretically, although you don't want to write war and peace ever. You've got to be short, sharp, to the point, because people can't concentrate for too long. Unless you've got their attention, you're not going to get them. Okay, so principles: personalization, context. She responded to a comment may not even remember that. Some additional context. I notice you live here. I used to work for a company. The reason that's important is, we're 5,000 miles away and there's something that binds us sort of in common. Okay, so the rest of the intros down here, they should be pretty obvious. This is something I sent to someone. Her company's just achieved Gold Partner certification. That's from memory, that's a Cisco Systems accreditation Gold Partner. And then I put something about my experience in there, so I know how important that is. Then there's the name of her company, and then what I do for a living. So it's not a salesy intro. There's just like, look, you're in kind of my space. My goal is not to sell this person my services, because there's no relationship, there's no trust there at the moment. So my goal is just to get them to connect. That's all. So I'm saying, obviously, at some point, I'd love to have a conversation with you about working together. But for now, enjoy my content. And it's just gentle, and then I sign off. So that's the next one. What's next? Okay, so yeah, this was someone I met at a networking event in person rather than behind a screen. So excuse me. So this is my follow-up message. Oh, what happened here? So I didn't actually get to meet this person. I beg your pardon. So, but I know they're on the delegate list. So you can't meet everyone at these things. There were 60 or 70 people there from memory. So that I've sent them a note. Not sure. Hi, Andrew. So personalized again. Not sure if you were there. That's the specific event that I went to in York in the United Kingdom. And just something gentle. Hope to meet you there another time, maybe. Meantime, welcome to my network. So it's warm and friendly, and that's a reflection, I hope, of my personality. Again, best wishes, and then me. Same here. Okay, so again, someone supporting my post. So there's personalization, context. Anyway, hope you get the gist of all that. Let me just take you down, because you're going to be thinking, what happens after they accept the connection? What do I do then? Well, first of all, you don't immediately ever follow up with a sales pitch unless they write back to you and say, hey, listen, I want to talk to you about whatever it is you do. You're a coach, you're whatever it happens to be. Then you've been invited to do it, but don't do that straight away. That's an instant, for me, a red card. Okay, so just some bonus sort of content there. Follow-up message where I've met. I'd be very, and then I'm inviting anyone if they've got a sales related issue they want to chat through, or LinkedIn. LinkedIn is just a tiny part of my business. But most people are on LinkedIn, so it is something I can talk to most people about. Okay, so I've invited them. If they want to, they're very welcome to message me back, and that's my follow-up. But that is not done on the same day as the connection request. That's a couple of days later. Leave a little bit of breathing space. You don't want to be in their face, so to speak. Now, this is a follow-up message that I sent someone where I've been through a process and they said, hey, listen, we can't do business with you. Hold the front pages. I don't win everything that I'm going after. No one in the world does. So I've asked for, hey, listen, can you do me a favor, please? You're not ready for my so although I didn't win, by the way, I didn't lose to a competitor. They're just not budgets, whatever it happens to be. They're just not going ahead with a training and leadership development project as they'd hoped to. So I've just said, hey, listen, do me a favor, please. It doesn't arise where you need to do this again, or you make a change of some kind. Great if you would reach out to me. And then I'm signing off. I've got this kind of experience. I hope to hear back from you. So I've left the door open. So I haven't just left it cold. I followed up and said, hey, listen, no biggie. Listen, I hope that was useful. If you could just give a like and a comment, because I'm going to put this online at some point. If you would, if you've got any questions at all, come back to me. The details will be on the bottom of the YouTube, or just send me a message, keith@salesmarvel.co.uk. Thank you for watching, and I hope to speak to you really, really soon. Take care. Let me just come off here. Take care, everyone, won't you? All right, all the best. This is the awkward bit where I can't find the record button. All right, take care. Bye.